Hey everybody, welcome to my Week 12 NFL Power Ranking. Um, I would like to apologize for my lack of videos these past couple of weeks. I just been busy out in my personal life, so I deeply apologize. I'm trying my best to get back up straight, and so yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get the record straight, get rolling, be ahead and create more videos for you guys. So I would like to apologize. I've been a little bit behind. So I'm trying my best to get back up there. As for plugs, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a whole lot to me. And so yeah, let's just jump right into my prediction video in 3, 2, 1. Bang out. Let's get this right now. No idea what I just said right there. Moving on. Anyway, back to the video. Number 32, no shocker, it's gonna go to the Tennessee Titans. They have the worst record in football, and so they don't really have anything moving for them. So most likely will just try to bet to get another number one overall pick. To maybe help Cam Ward in his sophomore year. Wait, they had to think on sophomore slumps. So yeah, I got the Titans at dead last, followed by the New Orleans Saints. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about the New Orleans Saints this season. All I know, they're pretty bad. They got a good win over the Carolina Panthers one week. I was pretty amazed by that. Um, took, took out Spencer Rattler for Tyler Shuck. I don't know how well Tyler Shuck is doing. So, Saints at 31. Number 30, I will have the New York Jets. They got 2 wins under the belt. Um, Jets fan, I have a question for you guys, and I want you guys to be straight up. Why in the hell do you bench Justin Fields for Tyrod Taylor? I seriously would like to know that. Please. Why bench Justin Fields? Honestly, my Raiders would like him over Geno Smith. Fuck yeah, I would like fucking Justin Fields over Geno Smith. Anyway, 30, I have the Jets. Speaking of New York, number 29, I have the Giants. Now, obviously the losing been killing the Giants, but another thing that's been killing the Giants are injury. Lost Cam Scannable for the season. No more Jackson Don't is in concussion protocol, so they have to rely on Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. Yikes. They fired Brian Daboll, which shouldn't be a surprise to most people, but was definitely a surprise to me because I thought he was going to be the Giants coach for at least another season. So yeah, I got the Giants at 29. Number 28 is my Las Vegas Raiders. We fucking suck. Geno Smith throws a whole bunch of interceptions. We apparently don't know how to run the fucking ball. Our defense is there when they want to be. We fucking suck. At number 27, I got the Cleveland Browns. Shout out Drew Allen. We're the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders is now the starting quarterback for the Browns. And my Raiders will have to take him on this upcoming Sunday. So yeah, that'll be fun to watch seeing Shedeur Sanders. I haven't really watched much Shedeur Sanders. How much he's been watching throughout his entire football career. So I like to see how Shedeur Sanders is. Myles Garrett, obviously DPO white candidate for the Browns. And at number 26, I have the Arizona Cardinals. Just like the Giants, they have just been decimated with injuries. They Jacoby Brissett, what I've heard, he has done the most pass attempts in NFL history at like 47, which is crazy because I thought it was like 50 something, something like that. I don't know, but it's kind of shocking to me. Kyler Murray is injured in quotation marks. He's probably out there playing the new Call of Duty Black Ops. So yeah, Cardinals at 26, 25. This one is gonna be painful for even for every NFL fan. But it's the Washington Commanders. They have just been most. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. Like we was supposed to see Jaden Daniel take the Commander to a potential Super Bowl. Now he's gonna be out for the rest of the season, and that sucks. Like desperately suck. Wait. 6-7. I had a on my recording. It was 6 minutes and 7 seconds. I had to blow something out. So anyway, back to the motherfucking video. Washington. I just feel bad for you guys. Every time you gotta get a good quarterback, they just get injury. They just get injured, and their career will most likely will just be done. And it's just I just feel bad for you Commanders fans. I just desperately just feel for you guys. You guys should not get this. Should not get this at all. What I said? Never mind. Anyway, number 24. I have the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, Joe Burrow is making a recovery. He'll be back within the next couple of weeks. Joe Flacco is their quarterback right now, and he's doing an alright job. He got in a win with the Bengals. Ja'Marr Chase is being Ja'Marr Chase, and the Bengals defense is the Bengals defense, which meaning they suck. Yeah, they suck. Now coming in at number 23, I have the Atlanta Falcons. If you guys didn't hear the news, Michael Penix is unfortunately injured, so the backup is Kirk Cousins. Though sadly, the Falcons are definitely cooked. They are cooked, unfortunately. And the Bijan Robinson got. If I'm the Falcons, I just run the ball with Bijan Robinson, and that's all I really have to say with the Falcons. They're the Falcons, and they suck. Coming in next, at number 22, I have the Miami Dolphins. Now, Miami, this is a controversial one. They've just been playing some good football recently. I think they have like a 3-game winning streak. Without Tyreek Hill, Tua is playing mid, unfortunately. I don't know what else to say to this. But yeah. But Jalen Waddle, he's been trying to take that next step over Tyreek Hill. Well, Tyreek Hill is out right now with that gruesome leg injury that happened. God, I can't even imagine that in my head. They fired their owner, Chris Greer, and ever since they fired him, Miami just been on a 3-game winning streak. So good for you, Miami fan. Coming in next, I have the Minnesota Vikings. Now for the Vikings, I feel like the Vikings have a worse record. They're 4-6 right now at the moment. But I feel like they have a worse record. I don't know if that how poorly J.J. McCarthy been playing. I don't know, but I feel like the Vikings just don't. I don't think the Vikings are playing that well. And they just aren't the same team as they were last season when they had Sam Darnold. And I'm starting to think that letting Sam Darnold walk was it's gonna be hands down one of the biggest mistakes in Vikings history. Was letting Sam Darnold walk. Because I think the Vikings, if they kept Sam Darnold, they could be a Super Bowl contender. But they decided to have J.J. McCarthy in, and the Vikings, they just don't know what to do with him. At number 20, I got the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck Tony Jones. Dallas. The Cowboys. All the Cowboys. I really don't have much to say about them. They crushed us last night, but it's the Raiders. Of course they're gonna win. To be honest, Dak, I'm starting. Dak is kind of doing good right now. I'm not gonna lie. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are kind of a good duo. Defense gotta get a little bit more better, but you know. Now I'm coming in at number 19. I have the Houston Texans. Sadly, CJ Stroud is out right now with an injury. Davis Mills is taking over for him. I just don't see the Texans are probably one of the most surprising things for me this season. I thought the Texans were just gonna come on in and win that division again. But it definitely is not looking at it. They are fighting for a wild card spot, which in the AFC wild card picture, it is it's a little bit occupied. Because you also got the Ravens and Chiefs in the hunt with the Texans. So something to look out for for the Texans. They need to get CJ Stroud back as quickly as possible. They gotta get Stroud back in there. Number 18. Give me the Camel. Okay, sure. Why not? Give me the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young. I have said this even before this season, whether I was on camera or not. Bryce Young is gonna be playing really good, and what has he been doing? Yeah, he had a couple down games, but Bryce Young is gonna be the Panthers guy for the next couple of seasons. I knew that I believe in Bryce Young. I have been a Bryce Young believer ever since the Panthers drafted him. In his rookie season, he got benched with Andy Dalton. Hopefully they dump it back in, please. And then guess what? He decided. I believe that bench what motivates Bryce Young. He's like, I bet Bryce Young be like, okay, but you gotta be smart, make good passes, make good reads, throw the ball, don't throw an interception. We don't get benched. I believe Bryce Young is taking motivation. Take that motivation. And it's working really well for him. The Panthers, they're playing pretty good. So I got the Panthers at 18. At number 17, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is injured. That sucks. The Ravens are coming back and sneaking on them, so watch out of your Pittsburgh here. So defense is a shocking factor. I thought the defense was going to be really damn good because you have T.J. Watt that should be well enough for him, but oh well, not good enough. And looking at the halfway point, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. The 5-5. It's Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. They just been getting some bad luck. I say it's perfectly alright. Because nobody wants to see the Chiefs back in the Super Bowl. We want to see something new. Am I right on that? I think I am. So, hopefully the Chiefs still suck. So, yes. Yeah. At number 15, I got the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert. Chargers just got belted ass by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, you heard me. The Chargers just got binky by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And to think that before that game, think of the last time the Chargers and Jaguars played. The Jaguars came back down like I don't even know, like 28-0, and they won 28. They won 31-28 in the playoffs. The Jaguars just had the Chargers number the last couple of times. I think speaking of the Jaguars, I've got them at number 14. Now this is the part where they might get crazy. No matter if the Chiefs and Ravens make the playoffs, I think Jacksonville's still gonna make the playoffs. I think despite the fact they don't have Travis Hunter anymore, I believe Jacksonville is still gonna make the postseason. I think Jacksonville is gonna take that next step, and then the next season, they're really gonna take that next step, and it'll be a race between the Jags, the Colts, and the Texans. That's the hot take I have. Jags, Colts, Texans, all fighting for the South next season. Now at number 13, this might make you a little bit questionable. I have the Ravens. They won 4 in a row, but that's only because they have Lamar Jackson back. And they have Lamar Jackson back, they should be well surrounded with their surroundings. Well surrounded with their surroundings. Moving on. They won the last 4. They have Lamar back. They're creeping up on Pittsburgh. I won't be surprised if Baltimore had the lead on Pittsburgh within the next 2 weeks. So I got the Ravens at 13. And at number 12, I got the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, he's doing okay. I think he did win in the locker room in the Packers' last game. I believe they were taking on New York, the Giants. There are 2 New York teams, man. Come on, get rid of it. But the Packers, they still got the win over the Giants. The Packers are one of those, like, are they for real? Because they lost to the Browns and the Panthers. They have lost to the Browns and the Panthers. And the Eagles, and tied with the Cowboys. So the Panthers are being questioned. So the Packers are being questioned. Are they for real? That, I'm not sure. In my case, I believe they could be. So that depends. Anyway, at number 11, this might shock some of you, but I have the Detroit Lions. I believe they were number 1 in my last power ranking video. And now they drop all the way down to 11. These last few games just went poorly for Detroit. They just took a low-scoring affair with the Eagles. They lost to the Vikings. It's just been a rough couple of weeks for the Lions. I don't know if that's the Ben Johnson effect or something like that. I don't know. But it's just been rough for the Lions, and sadly, I have to put them right outside the top 10. Starting us off at 10 here in the power ranking, I got the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay, they lost to the Bills. That's kind of sucky. But I believe the Bucks will climb back and will It's the Bucks. They're gonna climb right back up. They're gonna do okay. The Bucks are fine. It's the Bucks. Baker Mayfield, he's still up there with them. Bucky Irving, no Mike Evans, Stanley. Defense, they're fine. The Bucks are going to be fine despite this loss to the Bills. At number 9, oh yes. Now hear me out with this. I have the Chicago Bears in this top 10. I have the Chicago Bears. The Bears, they've been playing pretty damn good these last few weeks. This is what I got with Chicago. Obviously, this past Sunday, they took down the Vikings. They took down the Giants. They took down the Bengals with this really scoregami they got. Lost to the Ravens, sadly. Defeated the Saints. Defeated the Commanders. Beat the Raiders. Beat the Cowboys. God, I'm just realizing the Bears, they haven't really beaten anybody good. They haven't really beaten anybody good. I'm just realizing that. Hold up. But despite the fact on that, the Bears, they're 7-3. They're 7-3. And I believe the Bears are going to take this next leap forward. Despite that they play the next 3 or the Steelers, Eagles, and Packers. So let's see how that goes with the Chicago Bears. Coming in number 8, I got the Seattle Seahawks. Now, if we did this last week, I would have put Seattle in the top 5, but they did took out to the Rams. And if the Rams, of course, the Rams are gonna be good. The Rams are always gonna be a tough opponent. So I unfortunately have to drop Seattle all the way down to number 8. At number 7, give me the San Francisco 49ers. They have all their pieces back. They have Purdy back. They have Jennings back. They have Kittle back. The Niners are back. Despite the fact that they don't have their defensive all-star in Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. But the Niners, they're back to what they were before just without their defensive stars. It's still the Niners. The Niners, they're doing pretty good. Number 6, I have the Indianapolis Colts. They took an L to the Steelers, and like 2 weeks ago, I believe. Then they got onto their bye, and now what? You play the Chiefs next, which, fun fact, the only team Patrick Mahomes had not defeated in his career are the Colts, despite the fact, and the Chiefs, of course, but the only other team besides the Chiefs that Patrick Mahomes had not defeated are the Colts, and the Chiefs play the Colts. And I believe, now, I will say that in my prediction video, who I got between the Colts and the Chiefs. You guys will probably already know on that. But, moving on. I have the Colts at 6. Coming in number 5, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. There's probably really nothing to say about the Eagles because they're the Eagles. Of course they're going to be in the top 5. Coming in at number 4 are the Buffalo Bills. They just took a big win over the Tampa Bay Bucks. And now, the next step. Can they get over that New England Patriots hump? We don't know, but we're going to find that now in the matter of a week. Can the Bills climb back up in the division and knock down the Patriots? Coming in at number 3. Wow, it is the New England Patriots. Oh, wow, it is the New England Patriots. Drake May, the second coming of Tom Brady. That's really all that is left here to say. Drake May, the next coming of Tom Brady, and Mike Vrabel, the next coming of Bill Belichick. but remove the 24-year-old girlfriend. Moving on. Now, number 2. These last 2 teams, it went back and forth for me. But I'll have to put the Denver Broncos at number 2. The reason why, and I'll just throw in number 1 now because you guys probably already know. I have number 1 at the Rams. Now, I'll explain both of these. The reason why I have the Broncos at 2. Yes, they're 9-2. But most of those wins have been comebacks, which I will gladly give the Broncos credit for all those amazing comebacks. But the reason I have the Rams over the Broncos is the fact that the Rams can just get the win done when all 4 corners aren't even done. The Rams can, if you're up 14-0 against the Rams, if you have 20 points against the Rams, and you're like, yeah, okay, this should be an easy win. Nope. Watch the Rams come back. And that also goes the same thing at the Broncos. But the difference between the Rams and Broncos, the Rams can knock you out with a matter of a moment. For the Broncos, it'll take you all 4 corners, and then Denver will be like, oh crap, we're losing? Now, okay, let's lock in. And then, bam, they win. And so, that will do it for my NFL Week 12 Power Ranking. So we got Titans at 32, Saints at 31. Nah, yeah, I'll just shut up one sec. And so yeah, that will do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See, I didn't realize this is going to be a very long video, so I'll just quickly end it right here. Like, comment, and subscribe. In the comments down below, let me know what you guys' thoughts on this. Would you guys agree and disagree on this? And as always, I will see you all in the next upload. Deuces.